Studios. You know, you guys have been with me so long, you know that some of my favorite topics are real estate and food. Gotta love food. With me is Dave from Ace Dulce Cafe Gourmet. Did I
Yes,
get it right?
yes.
Okay, so like I was talking before we got on there, Ace Dulce. What is Ace Dulce? Is it a food? Is it just a name?
I think it stands in Spanish for sweet pepper. I think my wife told me.
Okay, so your wife is,
My wife is originally from Venezuela,
oh, she's
and
lucky to be
she
here.
moved up to uh, Miami
Okay.
several years back, and we got together, and she moved up here to Port St. Lucie with me, and we got married.
Okay, so thank God she left Venezuela.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That, but has she always been around the food industry?
No, when she got here to Miami, she worked for a restaurant down in Miami. And prior to that, in Venezuela, she had her own business in construction.
Okay, so she's been around the business industry. So my next question is, how did you get pulled into it?
Well, she was working for a couple of restaurants here in Port St. Lucie and decided she wanted to go out on her own and start her own restaurant. And I financed it, and here we are today.
Okay, so how long has it been open?
We opened 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so it's new.
Yes, it's new.
Okay, so I guess she designed the menu.
She did it with an advisor, yes.
Okay, and I want to tell you that you want to. This is green, so you might not be able to see it, but I'll hold it up anyway for a second. It's a really pretty cool menu, in the fact that it's got such a mix. Even though it's not a large menu, it's got a mix of stuff. So it has Asadusi, which I have zero clue what it is, and then it has American, and then it has Venezuela, and they're all pretty
Those are
similar.
breakfast items.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna put on my glasses. You know how much I hate this. So Asadusi is whole wheat toast, smoked salmon, eggs, and arugula.
Yes.
Okay, and then American is two eggs, Asadusi fries, which is home fries.
Home fries, yes.
Okay, bacon and sausage.
Yes.
Okay, and then Venezuela is two eggs, arepa, white cheese, black beans, and shared meat or chicken.
Shredded beef or chicken,
Shredded.
yes.
I just want you to know that the lights in here make seeing this a little difficult for my old eyes. So that's the breakfast, and then you have pastries and stuff like that, and you also have soups,
Correct.
pasta, and you open. Your hours are really interesting because your hours are a little bit longer than most other cafes. So that's a really good thing because we were just talking, and I'm always stuck at 150 or 145 thinking about I'm hungry. What's open? And I don't want to go to a sports bar. I want to go to a mom and pop.
Yep.
Okay, and we can't find any that are open past two. Most are not open past two. So this is really kind of cool. I see that you have a shirt from the place. Does she make you work there?
I'm the gopher.
And again, everybody knows me forever. So my wife is a chocolatier, and it's like, Wayne, can you deliver this? Can you deliver these boxes of chocolate? Can you deliver this? So I get that. When you say you go, do you like work in the restaurant and bring food to tables and stuff?
I bring food to her son, and
Oh,
he actually serves it. Um, I haven't really spent a lot of time there, to be honest with you.
okay. So when you got it, was it a restaurant or was it an empty shell?
It was a restaurant that we remodeled somewhat
Okay.
and bought some new equipment, painted.
So and again, you got to understand how it works. So the wife tells us this is what she wants to do, and we want to make her happy, so we do it or we get it done at some fashion. But now you always have a place to go eat,
Or it comes home.
right?
Either one.
So who works there then? She cooks.
My wife is a cook. She's got an assistant, and her son is a server.
Interesting. Okay, so it opened fairly recently. For her, I'm looking at the menu, and it's two-sided, so I don't want you to think that it's really small. What's the future of the company? I mean, where does is she where she wants to be, or I know she wants to grow, but is she going to add more to the menu? Is she going to grow the menu?
She actually already has. There's some things that Latin people like, and I'm not sure what they're called.
Right.
But there's one. It's a bread with stuffed with chicken, and another one was spinach and cheese. I think that she has made. And so yes, the menu, I'm sure eventually will expand as people request different things that aren't on the menu.
So I'm looking at the menu, and you have soups.
Yes.
This, according to this, is pumpkin, there's chili and chicken noodle. She has hot baked pastries. So a chicken pastry,
Hmm.
a ham and cheese, a beef pastry, a
Yes.
cheese, and a spinach and cheese.
Actually, the spinach and cheese is the one that was just added.
Ah, okay. So I'm looking at this menu, and it also has stuff that most of us are used to, which is a hamburger, a grilled chicken, um, a meat sandwich, a tuna salad, a grilled chicken sandwich, prosciutto and mozzarella, and then you have some appetizers. So really, you guys really expanded across all areas of a menu, and what you would normally see in a menu. Actually, on the other side, you have some cakes and pies and cookies and pastries and croissants. As most a lot of stuff make there. Does she make?
She makes just about everything.
And that's not an easy job. And of course, she has water, lemonade, mint
Yes.
lemonade,
Yes.
and you have espresso and lattes. So I mean, it really is a menu. And I look at it for me and how my wife and I go out to eat. I'm not a breakfast person, not fond of breakfast. So I go out. She orders breakfast. I order lunch, and this gives the opportunity for people to have both. A lot of Sundays, places only serve breakfast, and I can't go to them because I'm not a breakfast eater.
Right.
Sometimes I force myself, just like you had to open the store, to make my wife happy. Just so you know, I just want you to know you're not alone in that scenario. Okay, so you open this place. Are you doing like deliveries? Do you have like Uber or Uber
So
Eats?
far, we haven't. We're signed up, I believe, with DoorDash or
Okay.
one of them. But we've had a lot of people call and do takeout.
Okay, and I was going to go with that. So you do in-house, sit down,
Yes.
and take out. How many seats do you have?
We have 5 inside, 3 that seat 4, where you can put them together for 8,
Right.
which we have, and 2 small ones for 2 people, and we have 2 small tables outside for 2.
Okay, so you have and it's ironic because I was just at that center, and if you don't know where it is, if you know where St. Lucie Bakery,
Yes.
it's in that same center.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a easy way to find it. Most people know where St. Lucie Bakery is. I just happened to have been there having my oil change, and I walked over to St. Lucie Bakery, and I guess you're north of St. Lucie Bakery. Is
Yes.
it just north of it?
We're 3 doors down, I believe it
Okay.
is.
Too far from my old body to walk. I saw a place. Otherwise, I would have stopped and gotten lunch there. But like I said, the interesting thing for me is that your hours really accommodate people who are in midstream who don't want a dinner meal, want a lunch, but they don't want to eat lunch by 2. So, real quick, going over your hours. Monday to Friday, you're 7 a.m. to 3
Correct.
p.m.
Yes.
And Saturday and Sunday, you're 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And 4 p.m. It's good because is this menu that I'm looking at You get anything on this menu at any time you walk in the door there.
Anytime day.
Okay, so
during
it's
the
not
day,
like
yes.
you have to go breakfast or whatever.
No.
My next question is, because I'm a picky eater and I've reviewed tons of restaurants and stuff. For you, when you met her and she introduced you to this kind of food, was it food that you liked? And I'm not saying talking about her food. I'm talking about the type of food.
I had never had Venezuelan food before,
Right.
or that type of Latin food. But yes, I really liked it. And when I was in college, I lived with guys from around the world,
Hmm.
so I got into Indian food and various types of food throughout the world, and done a little bit of traveling. Um, so I like trying things.
Yeah. And I guess you met her in Miami?
No, I
Oh,
actually met her back in 2015 through her aunt and uncle
oh wow.
in Connecticut.
Oh, wow. You know, it's interesting how we connect with people. My wife was a listener to the show. She lived in Indiana, and she's Canadian, and yet somehow we managed to keep a long distance relationship going for a while until she came down here, moved down here, and got married. I was blessed she didn't ask to open a restaurant. Okay, that would be a bit much for me. But my parents used to tell me, "Wayne, you should open a restaurant because I love to cook." But I said, if I do that, it might not be the same as doing it for enjoyment. It becomes work,
Yeah.
and I didn't know if I wanted to do that. You, I'm going to guess that your wife takes pride in what she makes. Okay.
And stay out of her way.
Yeah, and because it's the kids, her kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how often do you go in that kitchen? Or are you smart enough to stay out of
Very rarely.
it? All right. What's your bestseller so
Right
far?
now, the things that I've seen when I've been there is the Venezuelan, the empanadas. People, because there's four different kinds. I see them trying the empanadas all the time.
Yeah, empanadas you hear at most Latin places, and they sell a lot.
And I've had some at other places, but it seems like the meat, however she cooks it, the flavor is totally different than what I've ever had before.
And she knew what she was getting into because she's been in the restaurant industry at other places. Because if she didn't know, I don't know that she'd want to get into it if she found out a little bit. But she worked in the restaurant industries for a while
When
in
she
Miami.
moved from Venezuela to Miami, she got a job in the restaurants.
Yeah,
But she always liked to cook too. So
and again, when I tell people a restaurant is not a business, it's actually a lifestyle. Because it doesn't end. Like people think, well, oh, she's opened 7 to 3. Well, no, there's prep, breakdown, and then of course as an entrepreneur, there's all the other things we do, all the
mhm.
bill paying, all the ordering, and that was is supply a problem or is food just regular?
No, you just from what I've seen, and again, I'm not from the food industry.
Right.
I'm an accountant. Um,
So you can take care of the business end.
I take care of the business end. Yes. From what I've seen, you've got to look around because the prices, especially with the fuel costs today, you've got to look around and the various distributors in the area and look for the best pricing.
Okay, we're at the top of our time. How do people find you? You have a phone number? Just on the screen. If we can put the phone number up. Okay, so the phone number's on the screen. People will be able to take it down from there. You have an Instagram account, which I'm going to read off of here, which is at AJIDULCECAFE Gourmet. Okay, and that's on Instagram. You want to check them out. Are you guys on Facebook too? Do you know?
Yes, we are on
You
Facebook.
can check them out on Facebook also. I'm going to guess that that's where Freya found you on Facebook. We love having people who have food places in because someone like me, I go out to eat almost every day because I work, my wife works. It's just two of us. It's easy sometimes to go. And what happens is, I'll go. First of all, no matter what it is, when you ask your partner, if she's female, where she wants to eat, you never get an answer. So that. So finding new places is always great. So I don't have to say where do you want to go. I'll just go. And she likes to try new stuff too. So you want to try this? You know the address on the top of your head?
It's 1042 Southwest Bayshore Boulevard.
Okay, so are you between um, Port St. Lucie Boulevard and Crosstown, or Crosstown and St. Lucie West?
St. Lucie West and
Crosstown.
Crosstown. Yeah.
Okay, so it's on the north side of Crosstown, on Bay Shore. Guys, check them out. Dave, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Everybody, don't miss trying good food, and we'll be right back.